And
we are live.
Hello.
Hello. Been a while.
We made it.
He made it.
I'm happy we made it. I woke up this morning, my stomach was trying to kill me, so
No.
I'm happy.
Stop it, stomach.
Oh no, no, not tonight.
Yeah. My body attempted a migraine earlier, and then there was the spider incident.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing what fear does to get rid of migraines.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All that adrenaline pumping through you, that'll get rid of the migraine. Or at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've hit that point where I get at least 3 migraines a day minimum now. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but thank God Excedrin at least makes it go away. So I'm like, okay, at least Excedrin's my go-to, but if it keeps up, I do not want to build an immune system to this or resistance.
When I go into the office on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for work, I have migraines on and on throughout the day because of the lighting that they use.
I was about to ask, was it the lighting?
Yep, the lighting just messes with me. So like I'm constantly just eating ibuprofen while I'm at the office.
I'm
So I used to work somewhere where they make these machines that they use in the hotel lobbies at like Las Vegas to make this lobby smell better. So it doesn't just smell like cigarette smokes. Well, the GM at our dealership decided, for whatever reason, he went to Vegas and then saw those and decided we need them in our tiny ass dealership. So he has this machine meant for the lobbies of a Hotel Vegas machine thing in the office, and he chooses the most like musky scent ever, and I'm like, this gives me a migraine.
Oh,
and I got pretty much told to suck it up, and I'm like, all right. And then me and like all the other girls decided to walk out with migraines one day. We're like, nope, we're done. You deal with the problem.
What you need to do is find out what the machine takes for scent cartridges and find the most floral thing you can and just torment him with it.
Right? I have since left that company, but yeah, they told me to suck it up, and I was like, and I'm out. Bye. I ain't doing this.
I don't get paid enough to deal with this shit.
No, I do not.
Yep, I need to replace the ring lights on behind my monitor too, because like streaming at night, these things kill me, but I need them. So I need to get, I guess, softer ring lights.
Yeah, warmer light.
Warmer light.
Yeah, I actually.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Warm light. Yeah.
For a ton of my lighting, I actually use
cubes.
Wow, my green screen does not like that thing.
No, it does not.
It's a LED cube light, and it can put it whatever color I need. So, like at night, I'll just turn it down to like a warm orange glow in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it like these lights have like an orange setting on them, but then it just makes me look orange. So,
I wonder, actually, yeah, it does not like that at all. Chroma key, thank you very much for that life.
Oh, welcome back, Rudes.
Yes, welcome back.
Is Grude's here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I was like, we didn't go live without him, did we?
Maybe.
Awkward.
Just a bit.
Also, I'm still running on shitty internet, so you may not hear me sometimes.
Woo, shitty internet.
So I'm sorry.
All good.
You should be.
It is what it is.
Look, we've all had the shitty internet experience at one point or another. We all understand where that comes from.
Yep.
Oh,
yes.
Been there, done that. Have the T-shirt.
Done the tech support. But yeah.
Heard the words, oh, we don't offer fiber optic in your area for another 3 years. But if you go across the street, you can have fiber optic.
How about I just, split the fiber optic cable? Can I do that?
Yeah, tell tech person where the fiber optic line is.
They've been trying to put that in this area for a while now, but they keep getting waylaid by winter storms and fires.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
Please don't punch holes or split the fiber cable. That shit is a bitch to pull, and it's expensive as fuck. And I've seen places where they try to patch fiber, and it's no, just leave it alone.
Never come to LA then, because road work constantly splits fiber lines. I could, like, when I was in Santa Monica, I could set my watch to when I was going to lose internet access because there was road work outside, and every damn time whoever was doing the road work cut into the wire every time, because the people who were like tune up the road and everything weren't technically certified for it, so they didn't know what to look for, and they would cut into the wires every time.
Idiots.
That was fun. So just don't live in Santa Monica and you're fine.
I don't plan to. I'm sorry.
It's expensive.
I'm good.
Too. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah.
Even if I had the money, I wouldn't want to spend that much money on just living somewhere.
Just living there, yeah. I mean, on the
I have
plus
better
side,
things to spend money on.
Plus side, ton of food places all over the place for you to go to, but downside, rent is atrocious.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Evie's crying at my door. All right. So the last time we were together, we started off a new chapter about a 1 year later after the events of the encounter with the Pretender and his false church of light, along with the return of the gods and what looks to be the dawn of a golden age for Odag. Unfortunately, a little bit across the way, the neighboring isle seems to be having its own set of issues now, with a internal power struggle amongst the vampire families, along with various cults and other things rummaging about the landside, venerating devils and demons, trying to bring unnamed entities into existence or to somehow complete the rite of ascension on their own. So you were tasked to begin an investigation of sorts on the island of Shul Gavhon, the Vampire Isles, which you quickly learned was also technically a prisoner island for non-vampire humanoids, whose nations have decided that they were beyond saving and have decided to sentence them to life on this island, to either die of old age or to be used as food for the vampires or one of the other denizens. After having a bit of a conversation, along with giving the rundown of the rules with Ash's brother, you D&D Australia, yeah, that's definitely what it is. You were given access to an apartment, a sort of safe house, per se. So when you enter the apartment itself, it was pretty much just an empty room. There was no furniture, no beds or anything, aside from a small like nook, for food preparation and whatnot. You are in an empty room. But you've been given technically free reign to go about your investigations as you see fit, as long as you don't violate the norms and customs set by the vampire families. That being no attacking anyone who is wearing a house crest, as they are considered claimed, they are considered protected. And by assaulting somebody who is considered to be protected. You are insulting the house that they are flying the colors under, and there are massive ramifications that could happen because of that. But you've had probably about a good 15 minutes in this room trying to just put everything together since you got off of the ship, had your conversation, came back here, and you're starting to wonder if there isn't more at. But there isn't really much that you can do at the moment, as there comes a singular knock at your door.
Right, I guess we don't have a butler here to open the door for us.
I was gonna say, are you
Mother
guys
effer.
calling out for Ollie?
We'll let Spike answer the door, because
Ollie door.
that's smart.
You're letting Spike answer the door?
I think that would be very amusing.
I think it would be too.
Okay.
Yuriko would not stop Spike answering the door if he's gonna do it.
Spike kind of like looks up at you and just shakes his head, knowing exactly what you're trying to pull. He just kind of just like looks at you and is like, fucking fine, but they shoot me, you owe me meat. As he
Owe you meat either way.
He kind of just like slowly just saunters over to the door, leans up and just grips the handle with his teeth, and he pulls. And as he opens the door, all of you see a rather familiar face as Alistair.
Hello there.
Door opens and you see this small Drake sort of just pull the door open. You look inside this very run down, dust filled room, along with a couple of the companions that you had previously traveled with on Odag. Though Nolani and Azure Claw are missing from the numbers.
Yuriko will stand up and go, "Fuck you and your murder mansion, Alistair."
What do you mean? What did I do?
The next time you have us go to your fucking house to find a secret hole, you tell us where the fuck it is.
There was a lot of traps in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what's going on, and I am now the antagonist.
Okay. So I forgot to tell you, Groods. They went to Alistair.
Yes.
So they went to Alistair's mansion, to get like a back way into Morning Glory.
Fuck.
And
which one of you fuckers stole shit?
Nolani tried to and got shot by disintegration lasers.
Lasers.
But I pretty much designed Alistair's mansion kind of like he just like Batman the fuck out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Like they had to solve riddles and puzzles and whatnot just to find the secret passageway.
Was the Riddler there?
It was our world's version of the Strahd Death House.
Just with a bunch of like various paintings of Alistair all over the place.
Look, I may be egotistical or narcissistic, but okay, maybe I am.
Golden statues of Alistair as well.
Big golden statues.
Very big.
That was not my idea.
Uh-huh. But they were in your house.
They were. Also, you're welcome that you found a glory hole.
It did help us eventually.
How'd that work?
Well, we killed the would-be god.
Yeah, we're alive.
I had a god in my place?
Well, no, your place allowed us to get to the god.
Oh, good. Did you kill it?
We did.
Good for you. You deserve a cookie.
Did you bring some? Is that why you're here? To give us cookies? Because the last time one of us had a cookie, we turned into a child.
Yeah.
Turned you into a child.
It was a hag's cookie.
What's up with you guys and hags?
You know, that cookie helped us take down a dragon, though.
We make a lot of friends. So, if you're not here to give us cookies, why are you here, Alistair? It's great to see you, but are you going to be joining us, or are you just here to deliver something?
Well, that depends. I was in the neighborhood, and I'm looking for some individual. You have these little white fangs. Trying to find them.
Well, I think you'll probably find a lot of those here.
You're right. But for some reason, they keep escaping me.
Well, we just had a pretty lengthy conversation with a few of them. We're going to be here for a while, looking into all this cult business. Does that perhaps align with the reason you're here?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's okay if I come in?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. That's what a vampire would ask as I walk in.
Vampire Alistair.
I'd still let you in if you were a vampire.
I have no problem putting a stake in your heart, Alistair. Just letting you know.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of vampire stuff on TikTok. Anyway, it's kind of not too shabby in this little place.
It's pretty empty.
Pretty dusty. It needs to be upkept.
Out of morbid curiosity, why are you on a vampire-ruled island hunting vampires?
As a correction, Groods, you're not hunting vampires. You were looking into cultist activity on the Isles under request of one of the vampire families.
Thank you. Yes, that's backing up, not little fangs. Under a cult. Finding a cult, that's the word.
That's why we're here too.
Yeah, I was like, do you remember when I had to go? You guys were sad.
Heartbroken.
I'm very
absolutely devastated. I'm sorry, who are you?
Hi, I'm Alistair. I am very famous and apparently rich, as you guys saw.
Yeah. I'm Valiana over there. That's Spike. I should point at the dragon, though. Whoever that opened the door.
Why are you not a stegosaurus? Anyway.
He can understand you.
Did he just ask why I'm not a dinosaur?
He did.
So I assume we don't need to kill this one then?
No.
Not right now.
Right.
No. Alistair is an old friend of ours. We traveled together for a brief stint back in Odag before we had to part ways to take care of some other business. It seems like maybe he'll be joining us again.
I see.
Despite his appearance, he's actually somewhat important in Odag.
And quite adept in combat.
More people we have to fight things.
Be impressed then.
The more people we have to fight things, the better.
Agreed. This place seems quite dangerous.
Absolutely. So tell me, what's been going on? What's new?
Well, you know about the whole god-killing thing. Kemek and I laughed in the face of the creators and touched magic that no mortals should ever touch. That was fun. You know, we kind of all had our own things to do for the last year or so, and just met up recently.
It looks like a good chunk of you have seen some shit.
A lot of shit, yes.
I just owe a demon a favor, so here I am.
Better be a good favor.
It's a pretty good favor.
Okay.
I'm here upon the request of the Snow Mother, and that is it.
Sounds good.
I also got my wings back. That's nice.
When did you lose your wings? Wait, you had wings? I can't remember.
I had wings.
Yes, I did.
And then I lost my wings when my very essence was ripped from my soul. That was not a pleasant experience. And then I got them back after we killed God.
A god.
A god.
Well, to me, you didn't lose your wings, so hey, that's a plus.
It was traumatizing.
I bet. Did you find yourself a new god?
A few.
I mean, one that's in your favor?
A few.
Do you like them?
So far.
Okay, so that's all that matters.
So I don't think we really fully decided that fully decided on where we're going from here, but I think we had talked about going eastward to the woods. Does that align with your knowledge of these cults and such, Alistair?
I don't know. Doesn't it, Rojan?
Yeah, you've been tracking them as much as you can, but like I was telling you in DMs, like every time you thought you had a leg up or you had something that would help you track them down, you always came to either empty sites or by the time you had arrived, they had been long gone. Like you're under the suspicion that there's probably somebody or something tailing you that's like relaying information to this cult in order for them to keep away. Though most of the activity that you have been investigating has indeed come from the nearby forest.
Sounds good. So I'm just gonna be relaying like, well, I've been trying to, find this cult, but they keep eluding me, which, it's really starting to piss me off. But I think I'm being tailed.
Well, if we could capture one of them, perhaps we could ask some questions.
Well, just keep an ear out. Or is it an eye out? That too.
Both.
I mean, they don't even need to be cooperative. We just have to catch one.
It's true.
I'm sure we have a collective way of acquiring information.
I mean, at the very least, if we could capture some personal items from them, like, without them aware of it, or maybe with them thinking they made an escape, I can track them down afterwards.
Personally, I'll just eat some brains. Just kidding.
Wrong character.
I know.
Well, I'm not gonna find anything wasting our time here.
Do we not want to rest here for the evening and then head out in the morning? Perhaps the stealthier of us could, skulk around outside and look for whoever might be following Alistair.
Oh, is it night or morning?
It's during the day right now.
Yeah, I think it's like middle of the day.
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to be in a vampire-infested forest at night with cultists and God knows what else?
Not particularly, though I imagine we'll probably be out that way for a while. Which is why I think maybe resting here for the evening is a good idea and then leaving in the morning.
What does everyone else want to do?
I mean, that sounds good to me. I'd like to prolong how long I would not like to sleep in that forest with vampires as much as possible.
Can't care for them much during the day, much less at dark. Well, darker.
Well, if we're gonna rest here the night, I'm gonna buy a cot because I'm not sleeping on the floor. And Yuriko's gonna head out into town and find
you open the door, you kind of like run right into somebody as this 16-year-old young man kind of just like looks at you like, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to run into any of the protected. I'm just here doing my job. Please do not report me.
Listen, we're here to do a job, not mess with you people. You look like a runner. Do you have anything for us?
Deliveries. Yes. I was instructed to oversee the delivery of this cart here for the goods and furnishings of the apartment. I am dreadfully sorry that we weren't able to get everything set up before you arrived. Our timetable was a bit waylaid, scheduling incidents, but yes, we have the beds and everything that is going to be needed for you to live here for extended period of time.
That's excellent. Did we have to bring it in, or did they send you with a crew?
No, we have a crew. I just need a signature here to confirm that the goods were delivered. He kind of like hands you a clipboard.
Okay. I I sign my name and it's like impeccable because I have calligraphy.
He takes it, he like nods and he walks downstairs and he kind of motions to a couple people, and just like a slew of like 5 or 6 people start coming in and out of the apartment, but they work quick. They're in, they set the bed up, they're out, they set up another bed up. They're just proficient at what they're doing, and probably within about like 20 minutes time, each of you have a bed. The little like nook area where you can do food prep is now stocked with utensils and plates and everything like that. You have a small common area now with a couple chairs around a small coffee table, and then there's a kitchen table that's been put up over by the nook itself. But as soon as they're there, they're gone.
Cool. Yuriko's gonna grab a seat. And like always, she sits up in the seat with her legs crossed. And she's gonna reach into her bag of holding and pull out a tea set and pull out her hookah. And she's gonna pour some hot water from her thermos and like put a puck on. And she's just gonna chill since we're not going anywhere.
Huh?
I think Mia's gonna follow suit. She'll find a comfy seat, take off her hat, pull out her pipe, fill it with herb, and relax.
Generic, nondescript herb.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to do, or is everyone just pretty much relaxing for the night?
While I'm relaxing, I'll probably practice my paper folding that I do for my animated scroll ability, but I'm gonna practice making dragons.
Okay.
I'm getting close to making that dragon familiar. I can feel it, so I gotta practice making that shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my beginner's guide to Draconic.
I mean, Valiana did say she'd help Yuriko learn to speak Draconic, so
that's
I'll go over and help her.
Okay. Do you have a timetable for that already?
You said it's a total of 35. I haven't done any rules for it yet.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you had the table set up. So yeah, if you're spending the night reading that, you can go ahead and give me a roll.
Do I get any advantage? Because
there is no advantage because it's just the D6 roll.
All right. I will offer Val some hookah if she wants some. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
She'll take some. She'll take some as she helps.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 1 success.
Yeah, I know. Yuriko smokes very aromatic and flavorful hookah. She's particularly fond of mint.
Mint is good.
I'm trying to drag your characters over to a map, and it's like I'm grabbing all the wrong ones. Like I put Azure Claw and Nalani on the map. I'm like, wait, no.
I can't help you with that character, sir.
He's retired.
He's retired and staying that way.
I mean, understandable.
And he's never, ever taking the train again.
Nope. I'm also never sending any of my goods on the train.
I mean, that's fair. All right, so unless anybody is doing anything else for the night. All right. So if nobody's doing anything else or for the day or anything.
Kimmick's working on her expertise for Arcana. Said she's away at the moment, but that's what she wants to do.
Okay. When Zoro gets back, I will let them roll their stuff.
Perfect.
But as the night passes, I need everybody here to give me wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hold on.
Spike's in fire form, so this dice for him, this dice for Liana.
Alistair, you don't need to do this.
What? Why?
I will explain in a moment.
Okay. But just so you know, I rolled a 21.
Okay.
Wow, the Drake has a really good wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
no, I have to be conscious to grant that.
The Drake doesn't have to roll. Only the humanoids.
Okay.
It's because we're draconic.
All right.
Like you said, everybody. I just assumed that meant Drake as well.
Yuriko, what'd you get?
19 total.
19. Okay. You are fine. Mia.
18.
Fine. Not Nolani.
21.
21. You're good.
You know I'm good with Val. Just call her Val.
Cass.
16.
16. You're good. And Kemek.
Kemek got 18.
Kemek got an 18.
Kemek.
Okay, so all of you don't suffer any negative effects throughout the night, though rest is interrupted here and there with the random screams and pleas of help in the night, as it sounds as if people outside are being hunted, and there's just a very unnatural feeling in the air, almost as if something is either watching you or something is near you at all points of the night. At one point, it even feels like the air itself has gotten heavier, making it hard to breathe. Though, even with all this happening, you're able to put it out of your minds and get a full night's rest. Alistair, the reason why you didn't need to roll for it is because you're used to this by now. You've been here for the past 6 months, and you've learned how to adapt to be able to get a good night's sleep during the night, even though horrors are happening outside.
Yay, horrors.
But as night comes, or not night, but as morning comes and you all awaken, the town outside seems to be functioning just fine, almost as if nothing had happened. It's almost eerie to see people out and about, just going by their day-to-day tasks with what you heard last night.
There's no suspicious random mopping of anything?
No. Like, you see a cart go by with like a sheet over it, and you assume that there's probably a body in there, but nobody pays it any mind. It just goes on its way outside of town, and it looks like an average day ending in Y.
Is this real awkward?
Well, Mia would probably be up fairly early, making some coffee or tea or something for everybody when they wake up. And she's just kind of hanging around in the kitchenette area.
And you see that when you go into the kitchen area, you see every one of the utensils has like these strange like runes carved around like the lip of each cup and along like handle of each pan. Everything in the kitchen has the exact same runes on it.
Could I perhaps do an Arcana check or something to see if I can determine what the purpose of these runes is?
Yes, you can.
That is a 24.
The runes look like a combination of wording and purification.
Do these utensils and stuff purify the food that you're eating, so you don't get like poisoned or anything?
Attitude.
Alistair, you know that the runes are there on like the cups and the utensils and everything in every home across these aisles, mainly because there seems to be some sort of curse that will petrify and putrefy food and water when people will try to consume it.
So the runes are to prevent that, right?
Yep. They're there to make it to where humanoids can actually eat and drink without, suffering negative effects of eating spoiled food and dirty water.
So as of right now, there's just a curse upon the land.
That's what people think, as like, no matter where you go, if you do not use one of these specially prepared utensils, like the water you drink is going to be dirty and polluted, and the meat that you eat is going to already be in a state of putrefaction.
I guess the important question then is, do we have travel versions of them?
Mm-hmm.
Or
New
is
water
that
skins?
something we're going to have to acquire?
I was just gonna take some of these.
Same.
I mean, that's fine and all, but you can't pull out a cup every
We just
time
have
you
to
drink off your
remember
water
to bring them
skin?
back.
That or be poisoned.
That poses an interesting question then. Yuriko, you had some flask last night with water in it.
It seemed fine, but I drank from it directly.
What happens if you pour that out onto a different surface? Something not warded with runes.
I'm gonna take the cup part of my thermos, Rojan, and just pour just some standard everyday porridge into it.
You use the thermos to summon it.
Yep.
Okay, so as you pour it into the cup, it seems to be fine.
I'll wait like a few minutes.
Because of the properties of the thermos itself, you don't seem to see any sort of rotting or putrefaction on the food.
Possible that it only affects things that originate from here.
Well, these thermoses are highly magical, so whatever is affecting normal food.
You would imply that something brought in from another plane or a different location obviously is safe.
I mean, one way to test that, I'm gonna yank out my water skin, which I most likely filled before coming here, back wherever I was working with Piper. I'm gonna pour some of that into a cup.
Fable 42, thank you for that raid.
Oh,
possibly a non-warded cup.
So as you pour,
I have a little mess kit of my own.
As you pour the water skin in, the water from water skin into the cup, it is just dirty brown and polluted as it fills up.
We're looking to be like, it's most likely the magical property.
Most likely. What happens if we pour that into, well, one of these?
What's one of these?
Just grab one of the cups that they brought to us.
Oh. Transfer over?
And as you transfer it over, you see the runes along the lip of the cup sort of begin to glow as the pollution and all the dirtiness of the water is faded away.
Good to know.
I think we're definitely taking cups with us.
Yup. Better to find out now than later.
True.
Are these simple runes something that could be placed on another item, or are they?
They look like very just simplistic, very simplistic runes that would possibly be nothing more than the purify food and water spell.
Just the runic form of it.
Just the runic form, just a runic enchantment.
I'm not saying that we might want to, someone might want to make a copy of those, but someone might want to make a copy of those just in case things happen.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I do dabble a bit in runic magic. I could take a copy down.
Well,
yeah, I think anyone that is proficient in the arcane is probably wise to make themselves a copy of these runes.
Given that we're dealing with cultists and roaming vampires at night, who knows what might go missing over time.
I'll flip out a
Especially if
notebook.
things like this are necessary. Necessity breeds demand.
There. I'll flip out a notebook and see if I can't copy down the runes.
I unfurl one of my note-taking scrolls and take some charcoal and just make a rubbing of the runes.
Like I'm assuming they're engraved, right?
Mm-hmm. They are engraved.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely something rubbing ability of.
I have an idea.
Oh Lord.
And I'm not sure it's a good one, but it might be worth exploring. Who among us is the most daring?
You, obviously.
Aside from me.
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I think Alistair said he'll do it.
Yep, I'll do it. What do you need?
Perhaps I should explain before you volunteer. Over the last year or so, I have put a significant amount of study into creating arcane tattoos. And have been quite successful with it. What if these purification runes were to be, say, tattooed on the tongue?
I'll do it.
That sounds quite uncomfortable.
I'm sure it would be.
I cannot express how much that will hurt.
Walk in the park.
You have a tattoo on your tongue, Chemic?
Don't put it
No,
past our goblin.
I have not necessarily been having stuff tattooed on my tongue, but I suppose I'll spare you the details in saying I have been tortured in multiple ways, including my tongue. The muscle heals quite fast in the tongue.
Well, out of the outrageous and insane ideas I've heard over my time, that's not the worst.
I mean, theoretically, it could work.
In theory, anything could work, but
that's why we put it into practice.
So you're gonna tattoo these runes onto Alistair's tongue?
I'd be willing to give it a go if he is.
And what happens if it doesn't work?
Well,
I get a cool tattoo.
Magic can be volatile sometimes.
Are you saying it could explode?
It could potentially explode, but then couldn't anything?
How steady is your hand?
Quite steady. I've put a lot of practice
for a few
into
supplies before we leave. I just didn't think that was going to have to be one of them.
I've got the special ink and everything, and the machine required for it.
Well, I have a few supplies I need to get in town as well, so if this will help with time.
I'm also broke as hell, which is going to be the problem.
I could lend you some money if you need it.
Well, you probably should know exactly what I'm looking to acquire before you offer money. Diamonds worth, a very specified amount.
What's the amount?
Might be able to supply that amount.
Possibly about 300 gold every time someone makes a poor life choice.
I throw 3 diamonds at him.
Looks over at
Are you saying you're about to
Mia.
make a poor life choice, Alistair?
I always make poor life choices. I'm about to do one right now.
Don't come to me, crawling back to me when you're dead.
No problem. Before I do this, though, Mia,
Yes.
I will do this if you promise to take something. It's nothing dangerous, but it's something I must return.
Go on.
I reach into my bag and I bring out 2 items. One, I bring out the good luck feather you gave to me when I departed. Hello?
I am surprised you still have that.
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Yeah, internet hiccup, sorry.
We're like, yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
heard
this
up
is-
to the feather.
Okay. I bring up the good luck feather you gave to me when I departed. And I'm also giving you an orb.
Orb.
An orb. The orb basically knock 3 times, once a week.
Oh, that orb.
And what happens?
Jesus, I hate this internet right now. Yep. Knock out 3 times, and you'll be transported to a wonderful place.
Insight check.
Yes,
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I am joining Kimek in that.
18.
Dirty 20.
Yuriko's just presuming he's lying.
From what he's saying, I mean, it doesn't seem there's any sort of deceit in his voice, as the orb that he holds out kind of looks like a snow globe. And there is a singular shack in the center of the snow globe.
Now, when you say transported to a wonderful place, do you mean the orb is going to take me somewhere here on the material plane that is wonderful and safe, or do you mean I'm going to be trapped in the orb? Because I've been trapped in things before, and it's not usually pleasant.
Would make someone much
Not
easier to
traps,
transport.
you'll be able to come back. You'll just get to meet a wonderful dwarf. Or a mantis.
A dwarf or a mantis?
Pretty much,
Right.
yeah.
And you're giving this to me just in case this whole tattoo thing goes awry and you're no longer amongst the living, let's say? Is that what this is
That
about?
I left and gave me a feather, so I'm giving you an orb to return that.
Ah,
So it's a good luck orb.
I see. With a mantis
you're not
or a
leaving.
dwarf inside.
It's a very nice dwarf. He makes you things.
I see.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Alistair.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, are you sure, before I begin anything, are you sure that you want to volunteer for this? Because I've never done this specific thing before.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess Alistair and I will be here doing this if everyone else wanted to go out and get some supplies. Alistair, you're gonna have to hold your mouth open and your tongue out for quite a while.
Give me a stick.
Wouldn't you
Prop
just
the
render
mouth
him
open with a
unconscious
stick.
for the process?
Pretty
Well-
much. Just give me 2 sticks.
That's what they did to me when they tattooed my hands, and it worked out quite well.
I mean,
Hey, if worse comes to worse and I lose the ability to talk, I can still communicate telepathically.
you know, I feel like this right now is where the spell of false life comes in handy.
Well, all right then. I guess let's go ahead and get started.
I have a question. Do you have proficiency with your tattooing kit?
That is one of the things that I worked on over the course of the year.
I wanted to make sure.
I didn't put it on my sheet, but I have it in my notes here. I should probably put that on my sheet.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna need.
I don't want to be around for this. I'm exiting stage right before any of this happens.
I will do something before I leave.
Okay.
I will spend 2 temporal points and tap Mia on the shoulder. It only works for just 1 roll, but you do have advantage on your dex check.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Mia.
Yes, sir.
I am going to need a skill roll here first.
Okay.
Using your ability modifier on your kit.
Okay. I did have that kit listed as dexterity, but let me know if that's not the right skill to associate with
Dex makes sense, seeing as how you were tattooing.
That's gonna be a 19.
19. Okay, now can I get an Arcana roll from you as you are using the magical ink to tattoo? I should say magical ink that has been derived from coalesced mana crystals.
Yes. That's where the explodey part comes in.
To enchant these runes that you are basically tattooing on Alistair's tongue. To imbue them with the abilities that would come with purify food and drink.
And I am going to be sitting on standby about 5 feet away.
Probably a good idea.
Apparently, I am not stopping today.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you kill off a character.
No, Alistair, the dice are in your favor today. That was Arcana, you said, right?
Yes.
Right. That was a 19 on the die for a total of 30.
Jesus!
Okay. Alistair, there is only one thing I need from you, and that is a Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Yeah.
For my goat con, I am somewhat okay. Look. Alright, let's see here.
Don't make me knock you out.
Back to this.
First roll back.
There we go. That is a dirty 20.
Nice. So combined with Mia's skill and the successful Arcana roll, and even the roll that you made for your Constitution saving throw, it isn't really that painful. And you're only unable to speak for about 2 hours before everything starts to heal over inside your mouth.
I can still talk.
But but with the runes engraved now tattooed onto your tongue, you now, anything that passes through your mouth, food and drink, will now be purified.
Cool. This would have been so great 6 months ago.
Now I have to ask, what happens to alcohol?
Fuck.
That's
it's
a fair considered
question.
a poison.
That's a fair question.
I mean, it's rendered free of poison and disease. I consider poison in that sense to be something that is harmful.
I mean, you drink enough alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have to worry about
The runes
So
aren't
you're
that
saying is
powerful.
we're back to the mischief of drinking.
Has the rune start acting as a breathalyzer? It's like, oh, too drunk, starts being harmful now.
that. It cuts you off.
That's awesome. I love it.
Well,
You've got
Alistair?
enough Long Islands today, sir. Yes.
I think I would call that a success.
He's not
Absolutely.
dead. Well done.
Absolutely.
Now, I'll say that each one of these
Absolutely.
tattoos are going to cost probably about 200 gold worth of materials.
Okay, I will keep
through.
record of that.
Question is, how many people are going to get them now that it's been successful?
Well, if everyone starts asking for them, I might have to start charging you guys, because I don't have that much ink on me.
You could open a damn business in town with that.
I mean, all the tomes that I gave you, I paid for. I'm just saying.
I also give them back when I'm done with them.
Yes.
But the knowledge is invaluable.
Right, I couldn't possibly put a price on it. Nor could I possibly put a price on our friendship, Kemek.
Good, so friend discount. It's free. That's what you're telling me.
You know
Don't
what?
act like I have money.
You helped me do level 10 magic. Yes, for you it's free.
You know what, Kemek will actually think about it. Kemek's kind of focusing on supplies before we head out, so might be a evening job.
Are you leaving in the evening, or what do you like? What's the plan for today?
No, I just meant like for downtime in the evening to do something, but right now, Kemek, since some people said they wanted to go shopping for supplies before we head out, that's something that.
Yeah, and I think the game plan was to leave as early as we're prepared for today, and I would have been doing this tattoo stuff while those that need supplies were out getting their supplies.
Okay.
I would have joined the supply group. Not that I have any
Which
coin
means-
on me, but because, you know, Spike and I make good carrying people.
The supply group will be instructed to grab a small supply of diamonds just in case things go awry.
Those of you who are going shopping, is there anything in particular you're looking for, or is this just grabbing things that like the basic necessities?
Oh, Rojan.
Hey, I
You know
have to
one of the
ask.
things. You know one of the things I'm going for.
You got any books?
You got any health
Okay,
potions?
two things. Okay, there we go. We got the two now. Yeah, it was technically potions, but also books. Yes, that's the two things I'm looking for. Look, I haven't shopped books since like episode 5. Okay, so.
Yeah, because you keep stealing them from libraries.
What? That's still episode 5. But yes, potions and books is what Kemek is going to be shopping for. So yeah. And then diamonds, of course, because I'm sure sticking together as a group would be somewhat wise. So yeah, Kemek will stick with Cass.
I have to stay back while Alistair's getting the tattoo.
Ollie and
okay.
Spike are heading with you, though.
Okay.
As much as I would love to go torment vampires around town, I have to stay and make sure Alistair's head doesn't explode.
That's fair.
Or at least we can put it back on.
I can fix it. Don't worry.
So I will say, those of you who went outside are treated in a less than hospitable way. Every vendor that you go to, every shop that you go to seems to not necessarily turn their nose up at you, but it's more that they don't know you, so they can't trust you. Your fresh faces in town, you're already wearing a pin of a house showing protection, which instantly makes you the enemy. And unfortunately, due to this, you unfortunately come back empty-handed in your endeavors.
Why do you hate me? Don't we have like a fancy pin to show like who we're like good
That's
with?
the problem.
That's the problem. They saw the pin and they're like, yeah, no, get out. You are fresh faces in town and you are already sporting a pin, like a signet pin of a high house.
You know what? Give me a second.
Oh shit, I was muted. From the information I was told so far, Rojan, would I know trying to intimidate one of the shopkeepers would be a good idea?
I mean, you know that these people are here because of various offenses, so intimidation, maybe, but you may get a response that you don't like. I mean, these are people who, you know,
have nothing else to lose.
Yeah, sleep soundly in their homes while other people are being murdered out in the street calling for help.
To waste a
And
spell.
I'll refrain.
Is it a waste though?
And it's not a spell slot, it's spell points.
We did that here?
No, we didn't do that here.
We're still doing slots.
We're still doing slots here.
God damn it.
I don't even know what the rules are for that. But I think
I gotta undo my shit. God damn it. Thought we were doing.
What? I don't. Should I?
Do it.
Should I?
Do it.
What have I noticed people walking down the street without a pin?
Yeah, you see, a vast majority of the people in town don't have pins. Like, your average villager does not wear a pin.
Okay. Okay. How tall is Valiana?
She is. Hang on, let me look it up. You know I have this. Apparently I stuck it in the backstory, not on the actual character sheet. So give me a second to pull that up. Okay, apparently I didn't write it down, so she's gonna be like, I don't know. Go 5'4".
Okay. So I'm gonna try something. Because Kemek is like, I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to like find shit here. So obviously in a secluded area. Or actually probably once we find out we failed, go back to the room real quick. I forgot. What are the rules on magic here?
Magic is magic.
Don't do it in town. Depending on the magic, like you aren't supposed to be casting it in towns.
What about illusionary magic?
That's
Don't get
still
caught.
magic.
That's still magic. The last time I checked.
Magic is don't get caught.
I mean, you can FAFO if you want to.
I mean, technically, I'm not casting magic if I go into the ethereal realm. That's just a scarf I'm wearing. That's just something that just happens.
Oh, that's right. My Drake is a large size now. Oh no, sorry, that's next few levels. I skipped a section.
Eats it here. All right. Chemic will remember this for next time because bitch. I was gonna be cheeky and use seeming. But fine.
So I'm not gonna do intimidation. That the little 16-year-old runner person who came to our room the other night. Can I make a perception check to see if I perhaps notice him about town?
You can, but I can tell you right now, you will not find him.
Okay.
As you all are sort of going through town, becoming more and more dejected at the treatment you're receiving, you hear just a hey over here.
I look over and see what is trying to grab my attention.
And you see just like skulking in one of the alleyways between two buildings, you see a goblin. Yeah, you over here.
What? Walk over, very visual eye roll of like, ugh. Okay.
Like out of character, you just spent all this time and effort to like upgrade goblins, and you're gonna fucking
They're not all upgraded yet.
You're gonna distract this one.
Just because she upgraded doesn't mean she likes them.
You go into the alleyway, and this goblin is dressed in a leather tunic and pants, and he's got belt pouches and everything, fingerless gloves. He's like, I saw you getting kicked out of all the shops here and there because of the little things on your coats. Lucky for you, I'm not as prejudiced as other vendors are here. I can help you out with what you need.
Oh, shady goblin, how cliche. All right.
He's like, shady? Please, I am a legitimate businessman.
I'm sure you are.
Is his name Bimmy?
Just gonna lean over and be like, Spike, keep an eye on him, make sure there's no funny business.
This whole place is funny.
That's fair. Make sure there's no extra funny business.
As my eye is twitching. All right. Then do tell. Do you have things like health potions and tomes of magical means?
Oh, I got a lot of things here, odds and ends. Health potions, other potions, poisons, vials of water. You name it, I probably have it somewhere.
For the record, is my eye going off at all?
Funny enough, your eye doesn't seem to be working on him.
Not working on him, or
like
me?
You're not getting any sort of read from him.
Oh, well, I'll just fucking insight. We'll go this old-fashioned. We'll go old-fashioned. That's not terrible. 15.
15? You can't get a read on the guy.
Frustrated gobbo noises. All right.
Like,
Then let's see these so-called wares.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Step into my shop. And he kind of leads you a little bit deeper into the alleyway as he opens just like this rickety wooden door and he walks in.
Is there a sign on the door?
There is no sign on the door.
Like, I'm out of character 100% convinced this is a Bimmy.
All right, walks on in. Head on a swivel right now.
And as you walk in, you just see like these old, like musty and broken cabinets, sort of like the doors taken off, just converted into display cases. Got a rickety table with a couple items like just thrown about it. He kind of just like clambers up onto a onto a makeshift throne that he's made, and he just sits there.
Interesting place
Now,
you have here.
You said you needed health potions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he reaches over and he pulls something in front of him, and you can see he pulls like a couple levers as some of the walls sort of like flip out, showing like hidden compartments of various vials of different colored liquids. Various healing potions for whatever ails you.
I assume that they are of different levels of power, or are they completely different kinds of healing magic?
Different levels, different tastes, and different liquids.
All right, I'll bite. What are some of the normal ones here, and how much are you charging for them?
Oh, charging. I'll tell you what I tell everybody. Everything that you see here is 10 gold.
Why?
Let's just say I have to move the stock.
Can I insight check that? Because now
Yes, you can.
I'm getting nervous. Okay, that's decent. My insight on this character. This character actually has wisdom. 25.
25? He almost sounds like a lot of like illegal black market dealers that you've experienced in the past in
Oh, you're muted.
You muted, yeah.
Evie.
Evie.
I'm like, oh, he stopped talking in the middle.
Talking. His lips are moving though. Oh god.
No, she is like laying hard on my hand. I'm just like blocking her from the mute button. But no, he seems to be acting just like a shady black market dealer would back home.
Okay.
So he seems
but
to
no
be
ultimate red flags, just more
not red flags.
Shady.
It is shady and not really caring about what products he's moving, just that he moves product.
Okay.
Oh, a dog just walked into your room.
Wow.
Just opened the door by himself.
Yeah, he headbutts doors until they open. Doofy lab.
Can occur.
Yeah, you won't eat a spider for me.
But yeah, everything you see here is 10 gold.
I mean, that's typically how it goes in a black market.
Yo, we don't use that word here. This is a legitimate business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've seen many of your kinds of legitimate business.
Using words like black market and illegal trade and stuff like that can get a guy hanged.
Or worse.
This is just a simple transaction between a customer in need and a willing merchant.
Many markets like this, they tend to operate this way.
It's a good business model.
Your boss is in partnership with someone who runs several of these establishments.
That's fair.
You're pretty sure your boss owns a couple of these establishments.
Pretty sure this is just what he does. Good old Piper.
Well then, if that is the case, do you have 300 gold worth of diamonds that are, as you say, 10 gold worth?
Diamonds? I can tell you for a fact, I got no diamonds. I got some zirconium if you're looking for that, but no diamonds. If I had diamonds, I wouldn't be selling potions at 10 gold a pop.
Pity. Well, anyway, I suppose we will grab some of the other stuff then. How many of these potions do you have?
Let's see. And he just counts like the vials on the wall. I've got 23 vials of liquid.
You fool! Oh,
vials of liquid. They don't guarantee their health potions.
I know. Well, I asked specifically health potions, but I guess we'll figure out. And they're all health potions of different variety. And by healing, I mean of the not so cheeky kind. Thank you.
What do you mean cheeky kind?
Oh, like me drinking it and I suck the life out of someone standing next to me to help me heal.
Wow.
I don't think I have anything that strong.
Pity.
It hurts me on the inside.
What's that? Vampire Isles? Mass Insanguination potions? Nah.
All right, then. And then what tomes do you have available?
Tomes. It's like books, right?
If you have to ask, I think I know my answer.
Switch.
Yes, ones of which I can learn magical spells from. Specifically.
Kind of reaches over to the other side of his throne and he starts pulling levers again, and the other wall kind of rolls out with a couple books. Like, if those are tomes, I got some.
I will investigate them. See what they are.
Okay.
And just kind of thumb through them a little bit and see what.
He's like, hey. No touching the merchandise unless you're buying it.
How do I know? If you're not sure if they're magical, then I have to touch them to know if they're magical.
Look, they're only 10 gold.
And I'm not buying just a book for the sake of buying a book.
Yeah, well, here at Jimmy's, you don't touch the merchandise until you... Ow, stop biting me.
That's called karma.
Evie says, please let me mute you because you said Jimmy's.
You're at Little Timmy's.
How many books does he have?
He's got 5.
Fuck it, I have the money for all of it. Might as well. All right. First things first.
If you're gonna eat my hand, you're gonna go out.
I will detect magic to see if they even are magical first.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
Oh shit. 25.
All right, you're going to take 8 points of psychic damage as you go to cast this spell, and you just see something on top of his on top of the chair just like glow and just send a jolt right to your head, stopping you from casting this spell.
I want to counterspell his counterspell. Okay.
There is no, this isn't a counterspell.
I know.
He goes, "What? You gotta be new here.
You told me not to touch them."
You do know you can't cast magic in the town, right?"
Yes, well, and you can't really sell to people with these kind of pins now, can you?
"I can sell to whoever I wish. As can anyone up there. Just most people aren't going to sell to somebody wearing a pin. Especially people they don't know. I, on the other hand, don't discriminate like that. But I also don't want the town guard stringing me up because somebody decided to start throwing magic around in my shop."
Fine. If you're gonna be that picky, I'll take the lops then.
So you want the 5 books?
I want the 5 books and I want all 23 potions.
Sold.
So, Rojan, would it be safe to assume that Val has some sort of money on her because she probably received some sort of payment for her last job?
Yeah. She's probably got like a 2,000 gold stipend on her.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have any...
I have a question. What happened to your guys' characters?
What's that?
What happened to Azure Claw and the other one?
Azure Claw retired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He now owns his own gem shop back in Snowmelt. And Nalani is now married and the queen of the Goliath tribes in the Ashen Spire.
The fuck did she marry?
One of Ash's
Ash's
sons.
son.
What?
Yeah, one of Ash's sons.
Technically, if I know they're twins, but you know, there technically is an older and a younger. She technically married the older one.
Wasn't Alistair at the wedding?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure he would have got an invite.
None of you knew where Alistair was at.
We couldn't invite him.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was under the impression that everyone was at the wedding.
I mean, he would have gotten an invite, but he was MIA.
Seen some shit, man.
Do you have any let's go specialty arrows? Anything beyond the common?
Specialty arrows?
Yeah.
I do. I definitely have arrows that are of a special nature.
And what kind of nature would that be?
One that it's best not to be seen with.
Now that sounds interesting.
Shut the door.
Nod over to Spike and let him kick the door shut with his hind leg.
Spike shuts the door. He pulls a couple more levers on his throne as the door kind of vanishes as just a brick wall covers it now.
Holy shit.
And the cupboards and everything fold into the walls. The tables flatten, go down into the floorboards, and then are replaced with like various weapon racks of like very pristine looking
it's
items.
Zeke's from freaking Men in Black.
Now, this is the real business here. These ain't 10 gold. This is a buyer's market. Now you're
Let's
looking.
see what you have.
Jeez.
He kind of hops down. He's like, "You're looking for just arrows shot from a bow. Nothing else."
Yes. Nothing else.
Gotcha. He like walks over and he pulls out just a small quiver of arrows. So How destructive are you looking to be?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
He goes, well, for those who don't necessarily give a damn about what they're aiming at, pulls out this this arrow. Let's see where the arrowhead is at. Instead, looks just like a small sun. This right here could probably destroy the city 10 times over. Highly illegal, instant death sentence if you get caught with it.
I mean, only bad if he gets caught, right?
See, now you're speaking my language. Now going down a couple 100 pegs from that, got a couple other arrows here. You got ones that set things on fire, you got things that frost things, got things that turn things to stone, got arrows that turn into more arrows. And then you've got what I like to call the quiver of anything and everything. Takes this, he pulls this quiver out, and it's like this strange gear-like contraption that's been put around a basic quiver. Now, normally in quivers, you just stick the arrows in and you draw them out when you need them.
Mm-hmm.
This one, kind of different. You're gonna put the halves in the top, so it's just it's just the stick and the feathers. Arrowheads, on the other hand, are going to be stored down here. All you got to do, turn this dial, press this button, and it will create the arrow for you.
Let's see, so you call it the anything and everything. I'm assuming it's kind of at random.
No, that's what this dial here is for. You kind of just turn to what you need and press the button, and there you go. You got an arrow.
That sounds the most useful.
It's the arrowheads here that are enchanted. So, an enchanter, or how to make your own enchanted arrowheads, you're going to be set. The little slot down below here holds 40 special arrowheads. It is definitely Hawkeye's quiver, yes.
So how much do you charge for the quiver?
Quiver here is going to run you about 1,200.
And then how much if I wanted you to stock it with 40 arrowheads of your choosing? Except for giant boomstick, I want a very specific number of those.
He goes, well, it'll come with it comes with 40 arrowheads already in there. They're all elemental sorts, nothing super special, but at the same time, not your average run-of-the-mill arrows. Now, if you're looking at the boomstick, and he kind of holds up the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of a kind. Very hard to make. Takes about 1.5 years to craft. This here's 20,000.
Jeez.
Unfortunately, a little out of my price range, but I really wish I could. That just sounds handy to have around. But I will be back if I ever accumulate that amount of funds.
Oh, if it's here.
That being said,
it's here when you have it. It's yours.
as any good businessman would. Then you said you also have arrows that turn into more arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And for a few of those, a bundle of those.
Bundle of those, sell them in bundles of 10. Bundle's going to cost you about 500 a bundle.
Alright. Well, I think I'm going to take that quiver and a bundle of the arrows.
Okay. So the quiver itself now is stocked with 40 arrowheads. Each one of these arrowheads, your choice of what element you wanted to set it to. But when you set that to that elemental arrowhead, it will deal an additional, deal additional 2d8 of that elemental damage on top of arrow damage when it hits when it hits a target.
So Rojan, the 40 shafts with fletching is what's 500?
No. The arrows that
turn into more arrows.
Yeah, pretty much multi-arrow.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So for the multi-arrow, when you fire it, it has to travel at least 15 feet before it separates. And when it separates, the arrow attack becomes a 15-foot cone.
And all I can think of is that scene from 300 when it blacks out the sun. Alright, that's awesome. I got 10 of those. And you know, if they were eventually something that got crafted, I could throw like tips like that inside of the quiver as well.
Inside, okay. Yeah, as long as you can get the arrowhead, the enchanted arrowhead made, yeah.
Yeah. Might be sending letters back to our enchanter.
Dear Ollie, need illegal things.
One last thing, this is more of a shot in the dark. Actually, I've never even asked her if she acquired this, but you wouldn't happen to have the eye of a dragon willingly given to you. Now, would you?
An eye of a dragon willingly given to me. Now, when you say willingly, do you mean willingly given to me from the dragon or from a third party?
Technically, either is acceptable as long as the giver was technically the dragon in the end. So if the dragon gave someone from a third party it willingly that gave it to you, then yes, it still counts.
Well, I've got a dragon eye that I willingly got from a friend of mine. Though I'm not entirely sure if the dragon itself was willingly able to hand it over.
You know what? Just in case. Add that to the lot as well.
Okay. That eye is going to be 5,000 though.
Oof. That is fine. But why is that one so expensive by comparison?
It's a dragon eye.
Look back at Spike. Look back and be like, mm-mm.
What was the dragon?
I don't know. Giant flying lizard. Guy just came in, said that he was looking to move a dragon's eye, and you know, I'm a mover, so I said give it to me and I'll find, you know, someone looking for a dragon's eye, and it looks like I did.
So you don't know if it's a black dragon or a green dragon, bronze dragon, shadow dragon.
It's a dragon.
Palestinian.
Well, the good news is once we leave town, I'll be able to know the exact specifications. I'll go ahead and I'll grab that. As I will pull out a gem that is worth 2,000 to help pay.
Okay. So are you paying? You're also just paying off the other 3 with something else?
Yeah, that I have gold.
Okay.
I have the gold for that one.
So
but
it's
this
like,
one, it's like, yeah, I need to do a gem.
All right. Give me a sec. He sort of like walks in the back room and he comes out and he brings out this chest. You can hear there's like liquid sloshing around inside as he sets it down at your feet.
How big is the chest?
Oh, it's big. It's a rather large chest.
Oh,
Double D's.
Big dragon eye.
As he opens the chest up, and you can see this large golden like dragon eye, just kind of, and it's like the eye itself is looking around, almost like scanning the room.
Oh,
and as he shuts the lid.
Is the eye supposed to be looking around like that?
No. Look, I don't know dragons and what their eyes do after you take them out of their head. You know, I haven't really met a dragon myself.
Does that feel like that's something that Dragon Eye is supposed to be doing?
When he says that, Yuriko will very elaborately motion towards Spike.
His eyes are in his head. I don't know. I mean, we can do a science experiment, but if, you know, I was in his position,
No,
I'd say, hell no to that.
I was just showing you an example of a type of dragon.
Well, I know what they look like.
Not a dragon.
This is a really big fucking chest, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So what Kevin's gonna do?
And like, and when he opened it up, you can see was like this like milky white liquid in there as well with the eye.
As someone who is a paleontologist, or not paleontologist, oh my god, I forgot my freaking background. Anthropologist, that deals with liquids. I mean, we all know what I put the tongue in, so we know this shit. Has theories, but again, can't really test them until I'm outside of town. So Kevin will take out the bag of hold.
Bag of holds.
It can fit literally any size in there, unlike the bag of holding, which has a size limit. If it can't fit in the bag opening, it won't fit.
What is currently in the bag of hold at this moment?
So because Kemek was doing experimentations and just had some mundane thing on them, it is just a book. It is a basic bitch book right now.
Okay. So you open up the bag of hold. That giant skeletal hand shoots out, grabs the chest, pulls it back in, and leaves a singular book in its place.
And it is a cookbook. Kemek's been alone a long time, okay?
And as it pulls it in, you hear something that you've never heard before coming from the bag.
Oh shit.
As there is like an audible growl followed by like a happier growl as it forcefully shuts itself.
What? That's new. All right.
Oh no, what did Tiltbot, what did you do?
Everything.
Oh no.
I don't know. He just
Oh dear God. Did you donate again, sir? You better not have.
I don't know.
Yet. Nothing's come up yet. There's usually a delay with the donos. We don't know. Could be nothing.
Yes, no, I just got the notification from on my phone.
God damn it, sir.
Wait, did we get another pool because of Saturday? Or was that just for Saturday?
Oh no, you're right. We got it. Well, actually,
there's 3 pulls.
To be
fair,
God,
we have pulls to do.
To be fair,
shit. Thanks, Zoro.
Tiltbot, Tiltbot, thank you for that $100 donation.
Oh
God damn it, Tiltbot!
We love it for the kids, but god damn it.
So
that's 4 card pulls then.
That is 4 card pulls for tonight. I forgot about that.
I forgot.
You're welcome.
No, it's technically 5.
There we
4
go.
from the previous, and this one is a singular, so it's 5.
5, yeah, 5 pulls.
That one's not
wrong.
wrong.
That's true. That's true. It is
That
5 pulls.
is true.
I think in celebration of Rude's coming back, you gotta do one.
Oh, Groot still definitely has to do one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or maybe because it's been a hot minute, he pulls 2.
Wow.
Or maybe he just decides who has to pull them.
I'm not going to Peru
Oh,
for
yeah?
2 weeks this
How
year.
about I
so
just
at least
pull
get to
all
work
of them?
for it. So I'm not doing 2 weeks of humanitarian work. This is the best I can do this year. Dude, thank you very much for the multiple donations that you put in, dude.
The kids will graciously thank you.
Yes.
feel like we
So-
don't use this enough, so I'm going to do this.
So Groods is pulling one.
Hi.
Here's a question. Who do you want to draw from your donation tonight?
He does get to pick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
does.
He does. Yeah.
I mean,
Can you
There's
roll
seven
it?
of
Roll
us.
d6. Do it. Who's 6? You assigned the number. Oh,
Gilly.
shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Cross
so-
on the thing, yeah.
So we got
Okay.
Groods and Gilly.
Thanks, Tilt.
We've got 3 more draws.
I'll
I'm
volunteer.
okay with this.
Okay, there's a draw from Zorro.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll pull one. Fuck it.
Azarin.
Mia's had enough trauma in her life. I'll take one.
Okay, so everybody
I was gonna
but
say rollies.
We're trying to save
everybody but
our-
Fox is going to draw.
Yeah.
Mia's
fuck
had
you,
enough
Fox.
trauma to last a lifetime. Okay.
You know what? It's fine. Wait until Mass Effect. Y'all got 5 draws in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Just give
Yeah.
all 5 to Brockus. He'll be like controlled by the entire
have-
galaxy.
If we start
Oh,
when we
you
play-
guys have 4,
Tricorn.
you guys have 4 more draws for Tricorn.
We do. We're
Yeah.
gonna start the game and be like, more.
Oh God.
All the pulls.
All right, so
Who's up first?
Groods.
Hi, yes, I'm
Let's
Groods.
see how many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. You got 18 cards, my friend.
18?
18. Which one do you want?
18?
1 8.
Okay, give me a second. Shit, that was a 19. That doesn't count. 16.
16. Okay.
From the top or bottom?
From the top.
Ooh.
I called the moon.
It's not the moon,
Ah.
though it is another celestial body.
The sun.
No,
Sun?
not the sun.
The
But
star.
Broods,
Yes.
you draw the comet.
Oh.
Ooh.
If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to level.
Oh, I forgot. It's
I
been
always
a
fail
while.
at this.
Yeah, the
I
most
always fail at
It's
this.
a
difficult
hard one.
HP Fox and I
depends.
had that card at the same time.
Yep.
Pre shenanigans.
We've
Yep.
tried that one a few times. Never done it. So maybe now's the time.
I don't know. You might have the luck. You might have the luck, sir. We've never been in an opportunity where we can go like, "That's mine."
Alistair willingly getting in a fight with something? No.
All right.
Punch
Who-
a rat.
Who wants? I punch a rat. That's what everybody says. I'm just gonna pick a fight with a snake.
Yeah, you punch a rat, find out that that rat is Tickles.
Yeah.
No,
Or
you
one of
punch a
their
rat. You
children.
punch a rat. You find out the rat is actually Piper.
Oh fuck.
It's like, oh fuck.
Oh.
Well,
yeah,
I'll-
so that's
You've
what
always
Alice
wanted,
is in principle.
Grooves, you've always wanted to see him in his rat demon form.
I do, yeah.
Rojan, 10
Yeah.
from the bottom.
10 from the bottom. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's not
Oh,
good.
no.
Shit.
New
Oh,
character.
who this?
No, we took out all the bad
Who'd you
ones.
Okay.
piss off?
So, because I've done this, I've made modifications to this card because it is a horrible card that has to be left in. Something different's gonna happen. But you drew the
That's a
Talon
soul.
card. No, you drew the Talon card, which normally would mean that all your magical items just up and vanish. But that would be too detrimental. So instead, something else will happen.
You're gonna get the random fucked up magic item like Weirds did.
Yep. Yep. As in your possession now is this strange floating eye encased in a glass marble and like this brownish liquid. Anytime you roll a 1 or a 20, let me know.
Oh dear God.
Any 1 or 20.
Any 1 or 20. I will say Weirds is lucky that he didn't die on Sunday by that one roll, because it would have resurrected him as an undead.
Oh my.
I mean, we can
The
work with that.
curse of Genesis.
It's the coin all over again.
Yep. I said it.
Yep.
You described it like it's another fucking coin.
Yep. I'm gonna take the
Uh,
14th card in the deck.
From the
From the
top.
top. Muted? I can't tell if
No.
you're talking out loud or not.
I said,
okay.
oh god damn it.
Yeah, I read the
Uh-oh.
lips. I
it's
was
a
just trying to
wish
figure
card,
out
isn't it?
why.
No.
Uh-oh, you get the.
No. Gilly, you have a choice to make.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
shit.
Lord.
Oh.
Okay.
This is the 1 or the 2. Oh god.
You can either level up and get a wondrous magical item yourself, or you can choose to give everybody in the group a level, and you take a lesser magical item as you draw the sun.
It's the best card in the deck.
This
Yeah.
is the best card in the
Not
deck.
have choices. I
To be
have
selfish or
choices.
not?
Mm.
It's the magic item that. It's the magic item that's the
And
tempting part.
this is not a
Yeah.
wondrous magic item from the book. This is one of mine.
Oh,
I
of
know.
course. Which,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, always freaking amazing. This is
Yeah.
a win-win. Yeah.
That's why I struggle with it so much, because like I really want to help the whole party out, but Roja makes some badass wondrous items.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it's still
think, come
technically a
back.
wondrous
Okay.
item.
Yeah,
Technically a wondrous item, just
I-
lesser as opposed to higher.
I will give you. Oh,
Once everyone else is done, I'll decide.
okay. That is fine. Zoro. We have Zoro and Azarin, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants to go
8
between
from the
Zoro
top.
and Azarin?
I'll go. 8 from the top.
8 from the top. Well, Chemic, because timey-wimey bullshit, he drew the Fates card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is very much comic card.
I accept.
And Azarin.
Give it a good shuffle and then give me the Yu-Gi-Oh special.
Ah, Heart of the Cards.
I respect that.
Anyone who's ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The Heart of the Cards is bullshit, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi just designs his deck for top decks.
Yeah. Totally. He's like
draw, Rojan,
he-
draw.
It's like secretly he's a Vegas shuffler. he just
Dude counts cards. Dude
Oh,
counts
yeah.
cards.
100%. It's the only explanation.
You know that dude.
So Yugi flat out cheats, bastard.
No, he net decks. That's what he does. Make sure this is the right hand. Here, nothing's in here. I'm missing a card.
I didn't do it.
No, you did not.
Did you leave out one of the cards that was pulled?
Maybe. Because I know they're supposed
Nope.
to be 17.
Nope. I did a thing with I left the rules of draw poker and Jim Rummy in the deck.
Oh yeah.
I put in this. I left in this card. I was like, wait, where is it?
What happens when he pulled that card?
TPK.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or all the cards simultaneously.
Screaming full
Which
house
is a
is setting
TPK.
down the entire deck is not a good plan.
I don't know if I want to make you redraw this.
Oh dear God!
I
Is
don't
that
know
bad
if I
or
want to
that
make
good?
you redraw this because this is some bullshit.
Oh God! What is it?
Oh my.
This is some bullshit.
Yes!
Oh
Oh
my
my!
god.
That's been up 3 times in the
This
last 2
is
episodes we've
some
done.
bullshit right here.
You know what? It's become the new wish card. It's the new
It
wish
has.
card.
If you want me to redraw it, I'll redraw it. But that's some awesome shit right there.
Don't you dare take backsies.
The cards have spoken.
I am playing fair. The cards have spoken. So
Ooh.
two of you,
Azarin.
two of you
You feel
have
my
to
pain.
choose.
I feel your pain. See, the thing is, like, my weapon is already like badass.
It doesn't
It
have to
doesn't
be
have
a
to be a
weapon. It's
weapon.
an item.
Yes.
Oh
It's an item.
God. Ooh.
And I have a lot of wondrous items that are waiting to see the light of day.
You know, I hate.
So
to
what
do
I
this,
will
but-
do is I will let you guys think on it as we go to a break here,
Okay.
and we will make the decisions on how you guys want to deal the sun cards once we get back.
Oh.
Okay.
My.
So stick with us, everybody.
Okay.
We will be right back. And we are back. There we go.
Hey.
I have way too many scenes on OBS. I had to sit there and hold R for way too long because I was trying to see where the Destiny Forged screens were at.
This is your own doing.
Yes, it is.
Oh no.
No, it's just because I'm lazy. I even have I kid you not, I have the screens from the Sonata still on here.
I believe it.
Oh.
Because at one point in time, that will come back.
It will.
It will.
We accept nothing else.
So we have two individuals here who drew the sun card. Have you come to your decisions?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
We're both gonna do the all for one.
Yep. We're gonna let everyone level.
Twice?
For both of us. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I was really sad. I was
untouchable.
I really wanted
really
one of those
sad.
items, but
I was hoping that you guys would actually take the full thing.
Well, you were good, and you probably would have gotten one of them out had only one of the cards come out. But with two of them, everyone started looking at 14th level abilities and going,
Yeah.
"No."
It was just.
Granted, we didn't say shit. We were just
No,
like,
you guys
"That's
didn't,
entirely up to
but-
you. We didn't influence
They're
at
both-
all. This was completely them."
They're both sitting there going,
Your
14.
call is
Yeah.
it's your call.
I know. We know. We made. Look, it's a group game. It's better if the group levels up, right? Right? Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself.
So let's quickly get those level ups done then.
Quick.
Also, Gillian Azarin, you still get an item.
Yep.
Now, being that you are both already kitted out individuals, as you were level 12, now level 14, what type of item would you like?
Seeing how this
Like-
character's still rocking like most of my basic stuff from like character creation because they're new. I'll really take anything.
Well,
It's actually hard to narrow it down.
it's like weapon, armor, rings, trinkets.
I'm tempted. Could I do my lesser magical item as Boots of Speed?
Well, I wanted to make of something.
If you want to make something, I thought it was like,
no. This is like, these are still creations of mine. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I tend
Is there
not to fuck with based magic items, unless it's an ion stone, because I love ion stones.
Yeah. Can I push the surprise me button?
You could press the surprise me button. I don't know if there was anything in particular you were looking for. If you were looking for like
indecisive, so surprise me.
I want a combat utility item.
Utility, gotcha.
Yep, it doesn't matter if it's offensive, defensive, whatever. Yuriko is a magic user, but she's not a magic user. She basically uses her magic to hit things harder. So she still doesn't understand the concept of, no, that's not how you're supposed to use magic. She's like, what? I hit things harder with the magic. It works.
Gilly, what armor are you rocking right now?
Leather.
That's
the
it?
Straight up plain leather armor.
Ooh, yeah, we're changing that.
I told you I'm like basic character creation. This character is new.
Yeah,
I don't know if the other. I don't know if anyone got the upgrades as like walk-in characters.
Yeah. Oh, you got an upgrade walking character? Okay. So, I didn't.
I thought I gave you something.
I don't recall. I have basic leather armor and basic longbow.
What in the hell? What am I smoking?
I don't know. Yeah, you gave me things. So.
Yeah, I was like, I kidded Raven out.
I think maybe because this was backup character previously used, but they were used for less than a day. So
you just have basic bow and armor.
Yep.
Yeah, we're changing both of those. Like, one is because you should have something else, and the other is from this card.
So did Piper forget to give me one of my payments?
Probably, you know him. So
goddamn Piper.
Let's knock. So what do you want? I'm going to let you choose here. What do you want to be the item that you carried on over when you came back? Do you want that to be your armor or your bow? Those are going to be updated, but one will be the carryover and the other is going to be the minor wondrous item.
Let's make the armor the carryover.
The armor the carryover. Okay, so the armor itself is going to have a... What are your guys' armor enchants right now? Are they +2 armors?
Yeah, +2 armor, +1 shield on my side.
Okay, yeah. So this is your armor is gonna have a +2 enchant on it, and it's going to have a fun little ability imbued onto it with it. The armor itself is going to be scale mail. The scales themselves are of a red dragon, so you are resistant to fire damage. In direct sunlight, once a day, you can use a dragon's breath weapon in a 15-foot cone. The cone itself will have a Constitution save of a DC 14. If they fail the save, they take 66 fire damage.
DC 14 con save, you said?
Con save. Now, this is only in sunlight, though. You can't do it if you're, like, in a cave or if you're, like, at night. This is only during the day. The sun has to be out.
Does the daylight spell count?
Yes, the daylight spell does count.
I'm sorry, how much damage did you say? 66?
6d6.
6d6, okay.
That's
okay because this will cast it. This will go with my Drake's Breath ability. I can only do one of those too, so it's like, okay, awesome.
And then your bow.
Alright.
I'm really sorry I didn't give you these items. Damn.
Okay.
So the bow that you are given now is this beautiful crystalline bow that, as you move it around, it sort of like captures the sunlight, sort of like a prism effect. When you draw this bow back, when you draw the bowstring back, you don't have to slot an arrow inside of it. It will form a prismatic arrow.
Oh.
That when fired, and whatever it's, and like it will, when it strikes a creature, that creature will take 1d8 fire, 1d8 cold, 1d8 electricity, 1d8 acid, 1d8 thunder. It just go like pretty much the entire elemental spectrum is encased in that arrow.
Okay, so 1d8 of each element.
1d8 of each element for a total of 5d8. I think that's correct.
I think so. The elements, you can find them listed under the absorb element spell if you ever need a reference.
Yeah. Each elemental damage type.
Let me see. Absorb elements. What am I missing here? Probably missing something.
To a total of 5d8.
Let's see. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder. Yeah, 5.
Cold, fire, and thunder.
And this arrow, these prismatic arrows, ignore resistance.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch.
Awesome.
What about immunity?
Immunity still applies. Immunity still applies.
Which makes sense. Hard to ignore an immunity.
Yeah. Rose.
Who?
Nope, not Rose.
I'm just gonna keep saying that.
I know.
Damn it.
Yuriko, do you have any cloaks right now? You
Uh,
got the Snow Mother's
cloaks-
cloak, right?
No, I gave that back.
Oh, that's
That
right.
that was the prerequisite to me becoming a frigid
That's
North
right.
Warlock.
So, you are going to be granted this very light, yet this very lightweight, shadowy cloak. It's just going to wrap around your shoulders and go down about half, in a half cloak style. This cloak itself grants you 2 abilities.
Oh, okay.
One,
There we go.
as long as you are in shadow or dim light, you have the displace ability.
What?
And the second ability, once a day, when you are struck by damage, you can apply half damage from what you received to a target of your choosing.
Wait, say that one again.
If you receive damage, you once a day, you can use the cloak's ability to direct the damage, to direct half damage of that type to another creature that you can see. This can be ally or this could be enemy.
So I have displacement as
that's always active as long as you are in dim light or shadow.
okay. Jesus.
Good items.
That. I'm terrified as to what the higher level version was gonna be. Holy shit!
Right?
Like
Those wondrous items are waiting in the wings.
I'm going to ask a question on Gilly's behalf because I know it's going to come up.
Okay.
Does the armor resistance stack with her resistance from her Drake?
Oh yeah. I get fire resistance. My Drake is in
Because
fire
if
form.
her Drake is fire, she gets resistance to that element.
Oh,
So
Thank you,
does
that's a
it
good point.
stack, and to what effect?
But you got rid of that. You didn't want anyone having.
yeah, because I didn't want anybody to have immunity.
So
Does it go to
3/4?
Yeah, we could say 3/4 resistance.
Okay.
I only ask because I know it'll come up at some point,
Yeah,
haphazardly.
haphazardly.
I should have realized that as my Drake is still sitting here in fire form right now.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be like immune to psychic. I think.
Yeah, you just be immune
Yeah,
to
that's
like
true.
2 or 3 things.
Like, nah, I don't play that game. Sorry.
I'm immune
Sorry,
to
dog wanted out.
everything. And I attack you with nothing.
As
My dog
mobs
went
do.
into I'm going to lick you until you let me out mode. I was like, hey, get out. I'm good.
Okay. And I take it everybody leveled up?
Yep.
Yep,
just put
already
this spell.
sent you the cards when you wanna use them.
They will be updated the next time we take a break or when we go offline.
Woohoo!
So next session.
Next Monday.
Maybe.
I do.
Next Monday.
Oh my god, the bullshit I can do now at level 14 Time Wizzy. My magic don't touch me, son.
Before we leave town, we have to level up. Please stand by.
Yeah. Oh my god, so now, just a heads up, my tent now is basically everything and anything I want it to be now. It's full-blown mansion inside now.
So what I'm hearing is you're just gonna push all the furniture and stuff they brought in and just pop the tent?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We can
Open the
cast
door
magic
and there's
tent.
another door.
Good luck.
Actually,
Open the door, there's
that's
just a
not
random
true.
tent.
I have to double check, actually. I think I'm the only one that can cast magic in the tent. I'd have to double check. But, yeah. No, I can have a full-blown mansion in there. You guys can have your own, like, pool or room. Whatever. Except it's in Chemic's design, so no pool for you.
Yeah, Chemic's not big on water.
I wouldn't be summoning anything that has water in it around here anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus no jacuzzi. Chemic is done with that shit from a year ago. Chemic's like,
What do you
no,
mean?
you bathe like a normal person. You know what? The tub is at least nice and big. How about that?
Is it big by Gabo standards, though? Because that's a whole different level of big.
No, they traveled with Nilani. Everything is
I know. I know.
After that, brief interlude, is there anything else anyone needs before you all begin heading on out?
Yes.
What's that?
I demand a solo fight with someone.
Oh, you're gonna have to find. You're gonna have to find a monster or something in the solo fight.
Hooray!
I'll fight you, but I'm just blue deck over here. I'll just go no.
No, no, you didn't. No,
I demand a
no.
PvP fight.
You know, all the people who have gotten that card, Alistair's the one like mostly going, hang on a second, I got this.
Hold on, let him cook. Okay. So with the shopping seemingly concluded and Alistair now having his tongue tattoo.
Are you gonna talk like this for the next 2 hours?
It goes great with my class.
All right. So what is the plan now, gang?
We ready to head out?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
We're all geared up and we don't have any lingering business here in town. I think we should be ready to head out.
No, I'm good. We can leave.
Very well. So as you leave your apartment and head down the main street of Thornburg towards the main gates leading out into the open wilderness of Shul Gavhon, you can see the very dense and large Thorn's Edge forest. It's very large evergreen trees ahead of you. Judging from where you're standing, it's not even a half day's walk to the forest's edge.
As soon as we're outside of town, I do want to do something. It's magic related, so I didn't want to do it in town.
Probably a good idea.
So as soon as we kind of cross that threshold, I am going to summon the power of the Etrin book and I'm going to use 6 of its 9 charges.
Jesus.
And I can cast 6th level spells, so the DC shouldn't be too bad to not be cursed by this.
Yeah, this is true.
And I'm using it to cast True Seeing, because I want to look around and see if there is somebody like scrying on Alistair or having an arcane eye follow him or something.
Okay. So bring up True Seeing so I can read through it. So I don't leak too much information.
I will copy and paste it. So it's basically like a much, much better see invisibility.
Oh, you could see into the ethereal plane as well?
Sure can.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what Zale had.
No, Zale could see into the astral plane.
Yeah. Zale saw into the astral.
That's right, yeah.
Zale didn't see into the ethereal. So you pop True Sight or True Seeing, and it's almost a sensory overload. As the ethereal, you can see into the ethereal plane now, and you can just see hundreds of thousands of spirits just moving along like an ebb and flow of a tide through around Thornburg into the forests, along the roads. It's like the entirety of this island is just covered by like one massive ethereal net of spirits. Around Alistair, though, you don't see anything. You don't see anything like keeping an eye directly on him.
Okay.
So every now and then, a wayward spirit seems to like come by and look over everybody, just like getting really uncomfortably close to them, and then pulling away and then going back off into like the tide of spirits just flowing around the island.
That does at least put me at relative ease. I mean, there's a whole lot I'm seeing right now to be uneasy about, but at least I know he's not actively being scryed on as we head towards our destination. This True Seeing does last for an hour, so I'll be keeping an eye out as we go.
Okay. Is there any magic anyone else wants to cast before you head on your way?
Yeah, we're not out. Wait,
you are outside of town now.
The things I want to do is more of a downtime or sit at the camp kind of project, not really on the go. So yeah, no, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Sirenscape just died.
Really excited
It's
suddenly
back up
heard
now.
it.
I hear stuff.
No,
Oh,
my
no, I
Sirenscape just crashed.
No, I got the same exact notification saying
All
application error.
Well, unfortunately, Sirenscape is dead. So no spooky music.
Oh no.
Music is still going for me.
As we
'Cause
start
I can see
moving
into the ethereal plane, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it crashed for me too. What the heck?
I don't know.
I'm reloading it though to see what happens. Maybe.
Fly Mighty Bee, I have no idea how I keep track of all these campaigns, honestly.
And yet he still wants more.
Yeah.
I'm sick in the head.
As we starting to leave town, Valiana will turn to the group and be like, so, do we want to kind of make sure that we're not trailed for a while? Just in case.
That actually might be wise, considering how we are, as it was put elegantly to us before, new meat.
Yes, that's what I was thinking about too. Very well. Just don't travel too far from me for the next hour, and I'll mark pass without trace.
Okay. I am reloading up Sirenscape to see if it's going to work or if it's just going to die again. But you pass without a trace. And there's something strange that you notice, Mia. Once pass without a trace goes off, all of the spirits pay you no mind. Which shouldn't be the case.
I wasn't aware you were able to impact the ethereal plane in that way, Valiana.
I'm sorry, what?
Was that not deliberate?
This, as far as I know, the spell normally doesn't.
Yeah, no, as soon as you did that, all the spirits around us... I'm sorry, I'm using true seeing right now, so I can see beyond what we normally can. And all the spirits in the ethereal plane and those that roam this one, just kind of stopped paying attention to us.
Typically, the spell only stops people from being able to track us unless they have a magical means to do so.
Good for them.
So unless someone's using these spirits to track us, but it's not magical, I don't see why it wouldn't.
It's almost as if we've turned invisible to them.
Could it be that was causing your feeling of being followed, Alistair? Or do you still get that sense?
I actually don't know.
It's less that you've had a feeling that somebody was watching you, and you just have a speculation that somebody's keeping tabs on you. Because that's the only explanation you can think of as how they would know your movements before you arrived, where you, at any destination you set.
Okay.
But as you walk towards the Thorn's Edge forest, Mia, your true sight once again begins to show you things you probably wish you didn't see. As you notice that, like, every now and then, one of the trees in, like, the numerous rows is watching you. Alive. Not really doing anything. Just you can see a pair of ghostly eyes just like embedded into the bark, just watching as you pass through.
Somebody remind me real quick, which of the woodlands on this continent were we told is likely to be home to a coven of hags?
I was with my child during that explanation, so I have no
That's
idea.
Silas Bog. Silas Bog is the one that is known to House of Coven.
Not might. Does.
Does.
We're still in Thorn's Edge.
We're a ways away from that, so wrong spooky trees. These are different ones for you.
Okay, well, I thought everyone should be aware. We're being watched by the occasional tree.
They come from Mortal Kombat.
Not familiar.
If it's been about an hour, I will use another spell slot to cast.
No, like you guys just have entered into the woodlands.
Oh, okay, okay. I wasn't sure how long it took us to get to the woodlands, so.
But as you walk in, the path ahead of you seems fairly clear and well traveled. As you could see fresh footprints coming and going. And the information that you were given was that the last known sacrificial site from these cultists wasn't too far into the wood, the forest itself. The deeper you move in through the thorn's edge, you notice every now and then trees are discolored. Foliage is rotting away, while neighboring foliage seems to be perfectly fine. Eerie handprints in these almost dying trees, almost embedded into the bark. Very long, claw-like hands, sort of pressing inside, pressing into the tree itself. As you begin to near the site, you do begin to hear the disjointed voices of tormented whispers. Esmia, you notice that the spiritual activity around here is even heavier. But you come to a rather disturbing sight. A series of dead and rotten trees lays before you. A singular, massive, dead oak on a central hill. Cut ropes hanging from it, slowly blowing in the wind, giving a sense that at one point in time this was used as a hangman's tree. Various skeletal remains lay splattered on the ground. But what catches your eye is a large horned horse laying down on its side, its skin completely blackened, blood oozing out of various wounds, as you are staring upon the corpse of a unicorn.
Is it, can we see if it's breathing, or is it completely still?
If you are investigating, you can give me an investigation roll.
Yeah, I see a unicorn. I am going right up to it and looking at this thing.
Okay, give me a moment.
I will accompany Mia up to it.
I'm more keep her within 30 feet of me because I want to keep getting past that trace just in case.
So Mia, you begin to walk towards, hurriedly walk towards this unicorn as your true sight catches something coming out of the side of the hill. A very large, imposing figure covered in black plate. A shadowed helm on its head, revealing a pair of red eyes. Large great sword slung across its back. An emblem of a forgotten nation emblazoned on the front of the plate. Torn cloak over its shoulders. As it just stares you down. And just makes a noise as the unicorn rises up. And he grabs hold of the reins on this horse and mounts it. As it reaches back and it draws its blade. And as it does, the screams of the tormented dead echo throughout the area as these twisted wraiths begin forming from the fallen trees. I'm going to take you to a map right now, but I know we are not going to be able to do combat tonight because it's going to take some time. But
I recognize that map.
I recognize that token.
I recognize that token too.
Mm-hmm.
There's the ghosts.
I don't want to
the guy that had a
recognize him.
crush on Ash.
And there's the unicorn.
Oh,
That's
that's
less
so
weird.
cool. I want it. It's mine now.
I mean,
Undead bird meet undead horse. Let's go.
Well,
I wanted
I'm not
it.
gonna level up.
I wanted its blood, but I don't think we're gonna get that opportunity.
God, Mia was just about to become full evil with that.
Listen, if you happen across a dead unicorn, don't waste it.
Wow.
Fucking Voldemort over here.
Right?
You know how rare those things are? I'm not just gonna let it rot away.
Oh, you are now.
I'm gonna start filleting and stuffing in my bag of holding.
Unicorn jerky.
Good eats.
So,
Oh my goodness.
we are going to
Wow.
end a little bit early for tonight because you guys have a hefty battle in front of you. My newly minted level 14s.
I think I can solo this.
Okay.
Does it count if you just take the
No,
knight?
you have to take the group.
Yeah, you have to take everyone.
I can take him
I
Oh,
will say this.
in a fight, right?
I will allow the level up if you solo a creature in the fight.
Okay.
If you receive no other assistance, that means healing, anything like that. If you solo one of these creatures, you can get your level up.
Just let us know so we can.
Yeah, in
It-
character,
Not fuck
let
it
us
up for
know.
you.
Yeah, make it known in character, because I have got some badass AoE spells that I've been dying to use for a long time.
I
God.
only have one question, Rojan. Does that I have auras that I cannot turn off.
Yep.
Aw.
Do those count?
Oh,
Those count. So, stay away from whatever he's fighting.
Okay.
oh, if he's mounted on a horse.
Well, you go find one of them. I'll stay away from you.
Well, there's race, I think.
Yeah, just go after
one,
this guy
I can
over
use
here.
Yeah.
Thunder Fist.
Just go after the
Yeah.
wraiths or something.
Just go after that guy right
Just
there.
stay the hell away from the group.
But that is going to do it for us tonight.
Oh boy.
Thank you so
Oh,
much,
boy.
everyone, for tuning in. This is not the only show that we do. Coming up on Tuesday is another episode of our Star Wars game run by Tiltbot, which is Tales of the Outer Rim. Coming up on Thursday, if I get everyone's characters and backgrounds sent to me, we will be having another episode of Tricorn Isles as we start the next chapter in that show.
Real excited for that one.
Yeah.
On this upcoming Saturday, we have another episode of Wayward Wanderers, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign run by Azerin. And then we will cycle back to Monday for another episode of Destiny Forge here. But that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.